Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this look for you. It is a very nice orange and red smoky eye. Please keep on watching if you want to see how to do it. So the first product I'm using is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. I love this as my moisturizer so much. Then I'm going in with my Blistex Intensive Repair. This just keeps my lips hydrated before any drying liquid lipsticks or anything I put on my lips. And then the next product I'm using is the H2O Hosanna Skin Plumping Serum. This just makes my face nice and even and gets all those wrinkles out of the way, so I like using that before I apply my makeup. Spray my face with a bit of Mario Badescu Rosewater Spray for some hydration, and then I'm going to go in with my foundation, which is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream, and I'm in the shade Sand, and I'm putting this on the Tarte, I think it's a flat top kabuki brush, and I'm just going to blend and blend and blend that all out. Using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Vanilla, and I'm just putting that underneath my eyes. Also just having a little sing for you. I like listening to music when I'm applying my makeup. And then I'm just using a Real Techniques concealer buffing brush to blend that all out. Prefer Professional Mineral Finishing Veil. I just got this one at Priceline, and I'm just trying it out for the time being, seeing how this works. I'm liking it actually quite a lot, but we'll see. And then to set the rest of the face, I'm using the Too Faced Cocoa Powder Foundation in the shade Fair, just to set the rest of the foundation and wipe off that bake. Next I'm going into brows. Now I will have up on my channel in the next coming weeks a actual brow routine, so showing you all the steps I use to achieve my brows. I just think it's way too long to explain exactly what I'm doing because there's so much footage I cut out of my brows because it just takes so long, but I will be putting that up soon for you guys. Onto eyes, I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the first shade I'm going to go in with is Burnt Orange, and I've got this on a pencil brush, and I'm just putting that into the crease, laying it down so that then I can buff out Raw Sienna on a nice big fluffy brush, and these both I use as my transition shade. from the Anastasia palette, and I'm going to buff that with a big fluffy brush into the corner where I've laid down that crease, bringing it kind of halfway in, not too far in, but I kind of just put it all throughout the crease. And this is just to deepen that transition color and start adding the color that we want. The next shade I'm using is the Cypress Umber, and I'm using that on a pencil brush just to lay it right into the outer V of the crease. I'm putting it down near the lash line and creating a V on the outside and bringing that into the crease, but then I really want to blend that out so it comes off quite dark, and it is quite a dark brown. So make sure you blend and blend and blend that out because you don't want any harsh lines. The next shade I'm using is Cherry Cola. This is from my Self-Made palette and it's from Makeup Geek. This is just one of the regular eyeshadows, and this is just to really darken and produce that kind of really maroony kind of color that I really love at the moment. The last shade I'm using for my eyes is Showtime, and this is a foiled eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, and I'm using this one with a flat top shading brush, and I'm just laying that, a packing brush I guess, I'm laying that all over the lid and blending that really nicely into the other shadows. Going in with my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer. This one is in the shade Yellow, and I'm using that on a flat top brush, and I'm just kind of running that along the edge of the shadow and really cleaning up. I don't really want it to be a really crisp edge, like I don't want it too sharp, but I definitely want to clean up the edges to make sure it looks perfect on each side. And then I'm using the three first shades that I used, so Burnt Orange, Raw Sienna and Venetian Red, just on a pencil brush and smoking out that lower lash line. For mascara, I'm using the They're Real by Benefit Cosmetics, and I'm putting that on my top and bottom lashes before I put my false lashes on. I'm using the Cocoa Lashes. This is in the style 503. These are half lashes, so they're not a full strip lash. They come like to the center of your eye and go to the outer edge of the eye, and I just really prefer these I've been loving them a lot lately because they just look so natural, like you can actually wear them day to day and not look like you have false lashes on. They just look really nice and wispy and natural. I'm now using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette to contour, and I'm using the shade Sombra? Yeah, Sombra, and I'm putting that on the hollows of my cheeks. And then I mix a bit of Sombra and Shadow Play and use that on my temples. Blush and highlight, I'm using the Mary Luminizer to highlight my face. I'm using this on my Anastasia A23 brush, and I'm using that on the high points of my cheeks, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. We have that glow on, we are going to use our blush, and this is the Baby Love from the Too Faced Love Flush collection. I really love this color, like I wear it almost every day. Then I'm just setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. This will make sure that it stays on all day, and it did, which I'm so happy with. And then for lips, I am using Jeffree Star's Mannequin liquid lipstick. I love this shade. I've been wearing it so much lately. It is such a good nude. And there we have it. That is the finished look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming to you with a lot more content. I'm so excited to start this journey, and please let me know down in the comments what you want to see next. Give me some suggestions. I really want to hear from you guys, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.